A modern spin on a classic. Macbeth is hitting the halls of Concordia, except the genders have been swapped. And here to tell us what exactly that means, we have Josephine, who plays Macbeth, and Diana, who plays Macduff. Yep. Do I have that correct? Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you both for being here today. Because first, and I would probably fall into this a little bit as well, everybody thinks they know the story. But if you're not familiar, you know, before we're talking the gender swap, tell us the primary storyline here.
Right. So Macbeth meets some witches, gets a prophecy about him becoming king and him becoming a Thane of Cawdor, and kind of just from there it spirals into a bunch of mishaps and plotting and scheming to make sure that he can reach the goals that these witches have foretold. And in there is some fighting, and there's some plotting against Macbeth and with Macbeth. So
it's a lot about what won't he do to stay in power.
Right. Okay, so now we can kind of throw that out the window, right? Because how do you guys, this is a twist, or just the storyline stay pretty similar? What's different about your performance than the classic?
Yeah, so our director, Dr. Winterstein, he took the original script and he made a lot of changes, and so it's only about 90 minutes versus, like a 2.5 hour play. Okay. And the really interesting thing that I love so much is that he has these simultaneous scenes going on, and so there's there's multiple things happening on stage and none of the people are really interacting, so you're seeing like this symphony of sound come at you, and I think that's it's very energized that way, and we're not just kind of slugging along, and we're very it's new and exciting.
Yeah, completely different. It's more real life. That's real world. Everything is going on. But yeah, so if you're thinking this is just the classic Macbeth that I'm familiar with, how will this change how people watch it? What do you think you're going to get for feedback or reviews? Because it opens tonight.
It opens tonight, yeah. I don't know. I'm interested to see when he announced that we were doing Macbeth. I think I was a little disappointed because originally, if he was going to cast it like the men playing the men, there aren't that many roles for women in the show. So I was like, oh shoot, another show where there's 3 roles and there's tons of talented women in our department. So I was like, this is going to be a bloodbath to get a role.
One of those 4 things,
but then when I heard that it was gender swapped, I said, wow, finally, we have so many talented women in our department, and now we get to showcase the range of talent that we have, because women are going to get to be in these strong roles, and you're going to get to see such amazing work done by the females in our department.
I love this, especially, I know I was like, yes for this performance, but yes, in the world we live in right now, we need the gender swap and just have our strong women being showcased. I love this. So tell us a little bit more about your characters.
Yeah, I guess.
Go first?
Yeah, sure. So I play Macbeth. So again, he is told this prophecy from these witches, and he's kind of skeptical about it. But then his wife, Lady Macbeth, is like, no, you're going to do it. We need to be king and queen. So it's kind of, he does what he thinks he should do to stay in this role with his wife, but then he sort of goes mad towards the end just to make sure that he stays in this power. And he ends up dying. He gets beheaded. That's how the show goes. People will know if they've read it's not a surprise, but like he just goes so far towards the end that there's no going back, and he'll risk everything to keep what he has, and in the end he risks his entire life for it.
Okay, and your character?
I play Macduff, and Macduff is noble, and he will serve the true king. He has no ambition to be king himself. He will just serve wholeheartedly whoever he believes is the rightful monarch. And I kind of think of him as, like, if you're familiar with the Three Musketeers, as like the Athos of the play. He's very kind of dry and reserved, and he doesn't speak a lot, but when he does speak, people are listening. And so, and as a result of Macbeth's decisions and actions, Macduff himself is kind of thrown into a position that he never thought he would ever be in. And so that's why I hate you.
Yeah.
So
Oh, well, okay. I love that. On that note, why don't you give us details if people want to see the show? It's opening tonight.
Yes, at 8 p.m. And so it's tonight, tomorrow, and Saturday at 8 p.m. And then we have a Sunday matinee at 2:30.
And you get tickets at the door?
Two. Sorry. Oh my goodness.
2 o'clock.
2.
You get tickets at the door or get them in advance? Either way?
you can do both.
Yes.
You can get tickets online. I don't know what the code is off the top of my head.
But if you go to the Concordia College Theater Facebook page, it'll have a link right in the bio there and send you to the online ticketing system.
Well, ladies, thank you so much for visiting with us today. I love this idea of the twist and the gender swap. Very empowering.
Yeah,
Good
thank
luck.
you.
Stay with us. Coming up next, preventative care can save an individual as well as a business a lot of money. Should an accident happen, we'll find out just how much. Next, here on North Dakota Today.